Last week, I presented you with the ultimate preparation guide for planning your meetings. What type of meeting do you need to conduct? Tell me in the comments. Today, we're going to talk about why an agenda is important. I've attended my fair share of business meetings, community, church meetings, and they all go on this slippery scale of great, walked away, felt empowered, call to action, yes, to the we need another meeting about the meeting that we just had because there were people who weren't present or prepared. So now we need to conduct another survey and do all the other stuff because that's why we have meetings to talk about the next meeting. We want to stop that. Let's put an end to it and normalize preparation, okay? So today we're going to break down this session into bite-sized pieces and steps so you can lead your next meeting with compassion, authority, and get the most out of your staff and volunteers. We need to establish that emotions should not play a role in meetings or be a factor, because there are so many scriptures that speak to reconciliation, being peaceable, slow to anger. And we know that meetings can bring out the best or the worst in individuals if they don't feel heard, you've embarrassed them, or you've devalued their contribution to the church or organization. We have to remember that we all have gifts and talents. We all do. And we need to be in the right frame of mind to receive that and ultimately be motivated and please God. That is the heart of why we are gathering. We are kingdom building together, and we want to improve the witness of our congregants, our team, and our staff, and help them to walk in their God-given authority. Hello, I'm Torrie. I am a life coach and media ministry consultant living here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I help churches and faith-driven organizations strengthen their online presence, improve communication between staff and volunteers, and of course, media. Through these brief videos and my upcoming online course, my goal is to help you combat inertia and stop getting stuck in the same place. If you find value in that type of content, please let YouTube know by giving us a thumbs up. Subscribing is absolutely free, and go ahead and click that notification bell so you will know when a new tutorial is available. If you're watching this on Facebook, hey y'all, hey, it's so good to be back here on this platform. Please share Torrie LLC if you're not already following me, Torrie Slaughter LLC on Facebook. Shout me out. Share me with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and other leaders. And if you're the OGs, let's get started on purpose, with purpose, because we are here for God's grand purpose. One quick thing I would like to address, and that is that some ministries and committees and teams are full of retired adults, and some have a generational mixture. In either case, first consider the family and or children. Providing childcare will increase productivity and signal to the mom and the dad or the caregiver that you are mindful of their situation. For young families, this is an extra side note and something I've observed. Children can be curious, but they also get bored. So at the beginning of your meeting, don't be so quick to separate. Let the children meander, go around, because as you start with that meeting overview, they will get bored, and more likely than not, the parents will have to tear them away from playing with their friends in that play area. In the previous video guide, I listed 8 different types of meetings, and they all need an outline, a guide, an agenda. And this keeps it from getting personal, gossipy, or just completely off track. Okay, so first, what is an agenda? It is a list of activities that participants hope to accomplish during their time together. It serves several purposes. The first, it gives attendees prior notice of the discussion. It sets clear expectations for what needs to happen before and during the meeting. It keeps participants focused. An agenda sets the pace of the meeting. It acts as a time management tool. Creating an agenda creates a phenomenal opportunity for training, because those without administrative experience begin to understand the benefit of planning and executing a meeting with a team. It shows that you value the time and effort of your team because you're willing to spend your precious moments outside of their presence putting together SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely goals. As you focus and create that agenda, you will be able to bump yourself up. People will think you are so awesome because you want to get things done in an organized way. So now that you've identified that you need to bring people together, let's set clear expectations and responsibilities for what needs to happen in advance. Who is responsible for what information? Estimate a realistic amount of time to cover each topic, evaluate potential solutions, and finally, agree to the follow-up actions. Just because you're leading the meeting does not mean you are off the hook. It is also crucial that the agenda goes out to participants a minimum of 3 to 7 days prior to the meeting. Okay? This allows any and everyone to gather relevant information if you need that report, secure provisions for their family, or adjust their schedule as necessary. Or they can even submit feedback if they know they will be absent. You want participants to add to the talking points on the agenda. So if you are the pastor or church leader, remember, a meeting is not a church service. It is the time for your ministry team to give voice to their experience and move toward a goal. So here's a quick checklist to delegate action items, which fosters accountability within the meeting so you can follow up on the takeaways. You are going to create and delegate action items. Organize your meeting action items into a personal to-do list. Stay on top of the things you promised as a leader. Make sure everyone's contact information is up to date. And at the end of the meeting, schedule your next meeting, depending on the type, of course. The main reason you are preparing an agenda and sending it out prior to the actual meeting is to get everyone thinking and on the same page. You want them brainstorming and preparing for the discussion. This is a group effort after all. You will notice that if they are expected to have answers, they will show up ready to move the needle. No more staying stagnant in the same place. We're combating inertia, okay? I don't want to discourage you if that first meeting does not go smoothly, okay? This may be a new approach for your team, so give it time. Be patient. Remain consistent. I pray that you will see a noticeable difference in your ministry as you continue to implement meeting agendas and those planning sessions. I have noticed so many great things within the organizations I have worked with when they have implemented these things and decided what type of meeting they needed and created an agenda and opened up the communication to their congregants, team members, volunteers, all that type of stuff. So I thank you for joining me. Please visit torrieslaughter.com. Check the description box for any additional notes that I may have left some links to. And don't forget to listen to the podcast, which is also available on Spotify, Amazon Music, everywhere, anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. I thank you so much for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you next week.